Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Guys, I was reading this book called How to Win Friends and Influence People, and I came across this chapter for which the main principle was learn to see things from other people's point of view. And the book's about getting people to like you or agree with the opinions you have and you having an influence on them. And it's just one of those things that we've grown up with, right? We've always been told, or we've always understood that the only way to truly understand a person or to truly empathize or sympathize with another human being is to see where they're coming from, is by putting yourself in their shoes and understanding how they were brought up and how their surroundings and their environment shape their opinions. And in that case, not only can you understand them better, but you can approach the discussion and argument that you're having with them in a better way, because now you know how to convince that human being, or you have an idea as to how you can have an impact on them. But it's just one of those things that you never put into practice, right? Or at least I was never putting it into practice. I would, if I had to go into a discussion where I was arguing with another human being about a certain viewpoint, I would go in it with the attitude of, okay, I'm gonna show this person why they're wrong, right? I would go in, I would criticize their opinion or their viewpoint, and then I would provide the evidence on why my opinion is correct, right? And that's not a bad approach to have in debates, right? That's literally what a debate is. You go in, you criticize the other person's point of view, and then you show them evidence as to why your point of view is correct. And if your evidence is strong enough, you end up winning the debate. But guys, when you're talking to people and you're trying to convince them about something, or you're trying to persuade them about something, or you're trying to show them about, or you're trying to show them how you look at the world, it is not a debate. It is not an argument that you have to win. There's no winning there. Like, you're not getting an award for showing them why you are better than them or why your viewpoint is better than theirs. The only winning you can get from it is if you can get them to change their opinion, if you can get them to change their viewpoint. And if you go in with the attitude of proving them wrong, shitting on them, and then showing why you're correct, or flexing why you're correct, you will never change their mind. You will never force them to think. I think Socrates said it, that I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think, right? Nobody changes their opinion unless they want to. No matter how strong the evidence in front of them is, no matter how truthful the evidence in front of them is, they will never change their opinion unless they want to. So instead of going into an argument or going into a communication or a discussion with the idea of trying to change their opinion, go into it by making them think, or like go into it with the intention of making them think. And how do you do that? You do that by understanding why they have their viewpoint in the first place. So then you can empathize with them. You can structure your argument in such a way that it sits right with them. It sounds better to them. It lands on them better. Instead of criticizing them, instead of bashing them with your argument, instead of slapping them in the face with your argument, you present it on a plate. And you're like, you know what, it looks kind of nice. Why don't you try it? Right? That's the attitude you need to have. And the only way you can have that attitude is if you see the world from their eyes, from their lenses, and forget about your lenses for a little bit. Throw away all your biases. See how they've been brought up. See what their environment's been. See where they're coming from. See why they think what they think instead of just seeing what they think. You get what I mean? So once you understand why they think what they think, it is easier to attack that cause, that point, that focal issue, to change their opinion. Right? I can't think of an example off the top of my head, but I think I've got the point across well enough. It is easier to change someone's opinion if you attack why they think that way rather than attacking what they think. You get what I mean? You get what I'm trying to say? So if you can present your argument in such a way that it relates to them better, they'll be more inclined to listen to you. They'll be more inclined to think about what you're saying. And once they start thinking, once you leave that seed of doubt in their head, then if they truly want to accept the truth and they understand that what the person is presenting is the truth, and he's not bashed me in the face with it, he's not flexed it on me, he's not shown it in such a way that he thinks he's better than me, then they'll be more likely to accept it, right? So the process essentially for convincing someone about something or influencing them in a way is to go about is to go about it in this way, right? So the first step is putting yourself in their shoes, seeing things from their point of view as best as you can, understanding where they're coming from, empathizing with them, sympathizing with them, and relating with them. Once you've done that, then being in that position, constructing your argument about your viewpoint in such a way that it doesn't feel like they're being attacked, and then delivering it to them. And not saying, hey, change your mind now. I think you should change your mind. No, not leaving with that, not going in with the intention of changing their mind, but just going in with the intention of making them think can make you go a long way when it comes to persuading or convincing people on things that you want them to think about, right? So I don't know if I've got my point 100% clear, but that's all I have for this video. And guys, there are changes coming to the channel. I'm kind of bored now, right? I'm kind of bored of these every single day videos, the way I'm delivering them. I'm sure people watching are kind of bored too now. And yeah, I've already thought of a few changes that I need to make. I've discussed this in the video before as well. I'm gonna come up with a plan. I think day after the video that's gonna come day after tomorrow is just going to be me discussing what's next, and seeing if you guys like it, what kind of response I get, what kind of feedback I get to the changes I'm gonna make to this channel, right? Because now it's starting to feel like a chore, and I don't want this YouTube channel to be a chore for me. I want to enjoy it for as long as I can. I want to help people. I've already told you guys what my purpose is. I want to help people, right? I want to help these young guys be better. I want to help young Hamza. I want to help young 17-year-old Hamza. So I don't want that to be in such a way that it becomes a chore. I want to look at these videos with the intention of I get to make a video today instead of I have to make a video today. And I think it's becoming like that for me. I think I'm becoming, like I said, I think it's becoming like a chore for me. It's becoming like a job for me. And that's not what this YouTube channel is about. I want to do it for the longest time. I want to do it for years to come. And if I'm going to do it for years to come, I want to enjoy it for as long as possible. And yeah, I think that the changes that I'm going to make, I'm going to enjoy them. I'm going to improve as an individual. I'm going to take up a lot of more skills to implement those changes. So it's just going to help with my personal development as well. And yeah, it's going to make this YouTube channel exciting. And if it's become boring for you guys, and if it hasn't, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys sticking around and still enjoying the content that I'm putting out or the way I'm putting it out. But 100% change is coming. These videos are going to be a lot more exciting with the way I'm trying to plan them out. And yeah, till then, I love you guys. Have a good one.